I believe the most terrifying word in the whole of the Bible is this word, remember. Did you know Jesus told a parable that was actually true? He talked about a rich man and a poor man called Lazarus. This rich man was clothed in the most expensive clothing. He lived in a mansion. He lived in utter luxury every day. But the poor man, Lazarus, begged at his gates. He let down. He was covered in sores, and he longed for the food that fell from the rich man's table. He just wanted a few crumbs just to try and satisfy this aching hunger he had. But eventually both men died. The rich man went down to hell, but the poor man, Lazarus, went to heaven because he loved the Lord. And in hell, the rich man cried out. Did you know this? The people cry out in hell. People pray in hell, but it's too late. There's no hope. This rich man cried out, "Oh, Father Abraham, would you send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in a pool of water and put it on the tip of my tongue, because I am in utter torment in the flames of this fire?" But Abraham replied these two words, "Son, remember, remember." You see, my dear friends, there will be no memory loss in hell. You will remember every time you rejected the preacher. You remember every time that you chose your own ways over the ways of God. You remember every time you drove past a church when you knew the gates were open, you knew that the doors were open to come and hear about the saving message of Jesus Christ, but you rejected it. You remember every time someone tried to put a gospel leaflet in your hand to tell you about salvation through Christ alone, and you will be haunted with this memory for all of eternity. Why didn't I repent? Why didn't I put my trust in the Lord Jesus Christ? Now, it would be super easy for us to rush to a silly conclusion that always the rich people go to hell because they're evil and the poor people always go to heaven. But that simply isn't the case. You see, Abraham, who the rich man was calling out to, Abraham was one of the wealthiest people who ever walked on this earth, and yet he was in paradise, he was in comfort. And I don't want to upset anyone, but there will also be many, many poor people who will end up in hell. The point is this: it depends where your treasure is.